How's it guys? Carl here, and welcome to this very different Getting to Grips brought to you by Godox SA and Golden Power Batteries. So what did we do? On Saturday, it was February the 14th, Valentine's Day, I had Alicia in studio here and we were shooting Vikings, sort of a Viking theme shoot. Uh, Sort of a maiden warrior and stuff like that. So we had to obviously do some sort of planning and stuff that we were doing in studio. And some of the things were we had to make sure what the concept was going to be, how the makeup was going to be, how the outfit was going to be. So I had to sort of plan all these things. And it was almost like about a month ago, I started putting the concept together. I created a concept image within AI. Just to sort of get it out of my head into a picture format so I can then actually put the whole thing together. So I went off, I then sourced the corset that Alicia wore, the fur shoulder cover with the buckle, and we got a couple of other props in as well, just to sort of try and make it as realistic as possible. May not be historically correct, but it had the real sort of Viking grunge theme that I was actually going for. I didn't want makeup to be so perfect. It had to be sort of I am a mean maiden warrior from some Viking camp there, and so that's what I wanted to do, and that was the concept that I wanted to get up. Next was, okay, well, what do I want to use for lighting? So obviously I went for the continuous lighting look. That's where the Lightmons LA600 are, even though I only used a very minimal percentage on this one. This light is so bright, it's actually crazy. In my small studio, this thing can light up the whole video scene. I mean, it's massive. So we use that. I use softboxes on there. I use the strip box, and I use the Godox QRP90T for a couple of shots. We use projection. We use the projector to project images onto the white wall, so we could actually also then try and get the light feathered across the model, create that real moody look. We had like woods projected onto the background, all that type of stuff. Backgrounds I created in ChatGPT. And I wanted to actually create them so I could actually get the direction of light where I wanted things from. So I was very specific on what I wanted. If it was a moody, misty sort of forest with a Viking camp sort of in the background, that's what I wanted it to create. That's what I created. Then I created a couple of other backgrounds that we could use just to drop in and also project onto the actual back wall as well. Some worked, some didn't. But you know what? It's all about trial and error. And I'm going to stop babbling now and I'm going to start showing you some of the behind the scenes. And then we'll go into some of the clips that we actually sort of just left the video recorder recording as we were going along. And we've sort of spliced it up. And then we've added some of the images and stuff that we took as well. So it won't be a long show, but have a look at the images and let's go and see what we did. So that is it, the Viking shoot. So what did you think of the shoot, the makeup? I just love the makeup.
The makeup is giving Kiss vibes. No, today's shoot was definitely something completely different from what I'm used to. I am on the runway in front of the camera, clean girl, all put together. The hair's nicely done, and the makeup is, well, not so in your face, but definitely today's shoot was something out of my comfort zone. And when I was thinking, I'm like, how do I pose with a sword now exactly? It's not something that everyone just knows how to pose with a sword or a fake axe, but definitely today's shoot was really, really fun. It was very exciting to be able to step out of my comfort zone and to do something different, like the makeup and then just the shoots in general. So I really enjoyed it. I think it was quite fun. I understand why people cosplay now. I understand you guys.
So how's it, guys? So that was the Viking shoot. So you can probably understand from watching some of that stuff how we couldn't actually do this live. I tried to think tons of ways to actually try and see if we could do this live, but it was just, I think, just too hectic. But just to give you a bit of insight on obviously the editing. So on the editing, used a lot of camera raw, used a lot of generative AI to expand. So I was cropping them at 16:9 to give them that sort of movie type grunge sort of look, and obviously using a lot of clarity for the background. So in camera raw, selecting the background, increasing clarity, selecting the foreground, increasing clarity, working with highlights, working with all that type of stuff. So it was quite in depth on the actual editing side, and then obviously dropping in backgrounds and all that type of stuff, and then blending our foreground in. So it's quite in depth even on the editing side, but it was a lot of fun. And I just want to thank Alicia also for being such an awesome model, and she really brought the concept to life, which I'm really grateful for. And then also to Talia for doing the makeup exactly how I wanted it. And before the show, I showed you that sort of concept image, and I gave that through to Talia, and she did the makeup, and she really went to town and got that off 100%. So thank you for that, Talia. And yeah, for Godox SA also for lending us the LA 600R light for this shoot, because I wanted to do it all in continuous light, and I wanted something where I could actually increase my temperatures up and down as I only have daylight LEDs. But that worked out well, so thanks Godox SA for everything you guys do. So if there's any questions about this, please drop me a DM. I'll try and answer as best as I can. As I said, the editing was crazy. The shoot was actually crazy. It was from 9:30 in the morning to about 3:30 in the afternoon when we actually decided just to finish. So it was quite a long shoot as well. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the edits, and I hope that you will join us again on Getting to Grips next week. I'm not sure what next week is going to entail, but hopefully we will join us. I'm Carl Daniels, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.